All right, so not the first time he has been the #1 bantamweight contender, but most would argue this is a totally different beast than the man who arrived in a championship setting prior. Your thoughts on the #1 contender coming in here tonight?
You know, when you get here, you find an opportunity to try and become the man. But if it doesn't work out, you got to find your way back. That's exactly what this guy did. Not many believe that he would find his way back to this championship. He has, but now he understands that this will be the last chance. Last chance to become the champion. He cannot miss this opportunity. It's all or nothing for this guy walking into the octagon.
As some might say, don't be Russell Westbrook, right? Don't get to the NBA Finals one time, you gotta get back.
There twice. You gotta get there twice.
Well, this is not your father's bantamweight division, right, DC? A lot of people would argue in this era, 135 pounds, 1 through 50 is the UFC's deepest division, and this is the champion who has emerged from that talented pack.
Yeah, it's a very tough weight class. I mean, you look at the top 15, and all these guys are so talented. But when you look at the champ, you can see that there's something different about him. It's in his swagger. It's in his abilities. It's in his idea that he is just so much better than everyone else. It's easy to poke holes in that unless he keeps winning. And that's exactly what he's done.
He's mastered the game. He's mastered the weight cut. He's got every skill in the book. Most believe it's going to take a Herculean effort to dethrone that champion here tonight. Jose Aldo has stepped inside the octagon. Aldo is ready to go. Our tale of the tape for this bantamweight championship fight. All right, now for the introductions, we go to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! Around for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Ricky Simone! And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the world, Jose Aldo Jr.
And there's Herb Dean. He will handle the action inside the octagon. Dateline, Las Vegas, Nevada. This is the fight capital of the world. With respect to anywhere else you want to go, if I'm a fighter, if I'm an athlete in combat sports, this is where I want to compete.
You want to fight in Vegas, and now this beautiful T-Mobile Arena is the backdrop of tonight's great UFC event. Good jab there by the champion. He's got to be careful dipping his head when he's throwing that jab. Barely missed on an uppercut right here on the inside.
Pretty good jab there by Aldo.
When both pairs, these are the types of fights that we expect.
Finds a home for that left hook. All right, we will see how Jose Aldo Jr. chooses to proceed, and it looks as though he's going to work off of that jab and low leg kick here early in this fight.
I mean, ever since Jose Aldo started boxing with the Brazilian Marines, his hands have just gotten so much better. But he is known for the outside leg kick. It's his calling card, and if you're Jose Aldo, you want to fight behind that.
Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit.
Lesson 1 in boxing class, hands up, chin down. Big kick lands. Nice shot there by start kicking the body, kicking the head. He's just got to start kicking.
Well, he continues to offer up the kick here, but just misses with that one. 2 minutes to go in the round. Out of range with that one. Oh, wow, how about the roundhouse kick?
Beautiful body kick.
Nice jab by him there. He's going nose hunting tonight, huh?
Yeah, he's great with the jab. And not only as a setup, take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish.
He's having his way with him here. Oh, how about that transition to top position? Beautiful work by Ricky Simone. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Simone's looking to pass out of the half guard and attain side control here, but unable to do so. All right, feet on the hips here. 10 seconds now to go in the round. Round 2 is next.
Stop.
All right, breathe, respira. Você tem que ir com calma, tá? You gotta slow it down. You gotta be calm, okay? You're being overly aggressive.
All right, no telestrator for DC tonight, but we'll get you some replays. And if you liked face punching, that was a good round for you.
Yeah, where's my telestrator, man? I want to draw this action. But yeah, John, you're right. It was the striking, it was the punches that really did allow him to take control of this round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round 2. All right, next round is now underway. Hopefully the action continues at a high level. Pretty good first 5 minutes.
Pretty good first 5 minutes. Both of them can really pick it up. Let's see who decides they're going to lead the dance as we go forward.
Big shots being landed on both sides here. Huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job. That leg kick hurt.
Well, certainly not the style of fight we expected to see out of this wrestler here tonight. They say insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result, and this one...
He's hurt so bad. He's got to find safety. Find a way that you can recover.
Nice straight right lands.
It's so clear that the guy that's going forward is the guy that's successful. Oh, nice. Nice.
Trying to hammer that lead leg. That's a good takedown right there.
Got his guard pass.
Well, the ground and pound has been working for him. Nice job here by Simone. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet.
Big knee land. Those knees.
Collar tie here in the clinch. So a much different approach from him here in round 2. Took him a while to find the range, get in his strike. Huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Man, these guys have chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. Aldo's now dealing with a cheek cut. Nice job by the fighter here to continue to block the shots coming his way. You think he's trying to sort of fatigue his opponent here a little bit?
He's kind of watching and seeing everything that's happening in front of him. Later, you'll see him start to throw counters after blocking the shot.
45 seconds remain in the round. Oh, well timed with that tee. 30 seconds to go in the round. There's his jab. Oh, thunderous leg kick grounds his opponent, limping a little bit, trying to stay upright. But man, that changed the complexion of this fight.
Johnny's hurt. He's hurt really badly by that one big leg kick.
2 rounds in the books. All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up.
Don't stand there.
Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. He's going to survive unless you put him completely out of there. Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy that does have that ability.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Round 3 of a possible 5. All right, here we go with the start of another round. Pretty good. About the accuracy to land right there. His opponent's wobble champ.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
And now he lands a combination.
He's got to move. They're going to stop this fight if he doesn't move.
All right, well, he rocked him pretty good.
Oh, again! Defensive savant. He blocked that punch. Oh, nice.
Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight. Oh, big elbow. He is throwing his entire hip into these body shots.
Oh, that's a good strike there by Simone. Oh, you can start to see him limping a little bit after one of those leg kicks, so better make some adjustments or this fight could be over.
You don't want to show it. That's why you see fighters, when they get hurt, they smile. To be limping out there. He's hurt bad.
Able to get back to his feet yet again. Oh, but not a good look for the judges here. Look how wobbly he is. Well, we know knees to be some of the most destructive strikes in MMA, and he's got that part of his game going tonight.
He has got the knees going. He's throwing them in bunches.
Well, if these were calf kicks, this fight would likely already be over, but I would say it's pretty critical with the thigh damage at this stage of the fight.
It's very close, and the thigh is bigger. It's a bigger muscle, so it takes more damage in order to limit him. But look at his movement. He can barely move around the octagon now. He's very, very close to being stopped by leg kicks.
Going to the knee strike now. Another nice knee there. Well, at this point, he's got to be way up on the judges' scorecards, clearly winning the fight, and largely has gotten it done with his striking team.
He got it done with his striking. He fought well behind the jab, but it was a significant strike. Ton of trouble right now.
Back to his feet. He engages in the single collar tie. Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Aldo's overhand punch to the head. It doesn't get there. It was telegraphed and it was blocked. Oh, beautiful kick to the head. Herb Dean steps in.
Oh my goodness.
What a fight. So no judges needed tonight as he pounds him out for the TKO. I'm hoping I get an invite to the after. All right, we go back inside the octagon to the veteran voice once more. He is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 59 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by TKO and new undisputed UFC bantamweight champion.
'Champion of the world, Ricky! 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 'Champion of the world, Ricky!
All right, so there he is, the new UFC Bantamweight champion. We asked him in our fighter meeting on Thursday about the belt, and he said, you better get my size right because gold jacket